Hey everyone, and welcome back to BMX News, where Noah McBride in The Scene's Not Dead is correct. Green shirt 3 weeks in a row. And yes, I do wash it because this is a Brimstone Bicycles shirt. Can't read it because green screen. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat right now. BMX News live every Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, talking about everything that happened in the previous week within the world of BMX that I think you guys might care about. With that being said, let's shout out some people in the chat. Noah McBride, Scene's Not Dead, Old Fat Guy BMX, David Moore, Paul Nanny's in here, Kier and Huck Karinsky, Love Machine BMX, Ken Betza, Cole Grove's in here, The Javelin Chronicles, Tech 6, Caleb Oni. Shout out to the members in the chat as well, Caleb and Huck Kier Karinsky, supporting the channel directly. Also, Love Machine helps me out, and yeah, get to see the videos early. So the first couple things I want to talk about this week are events that are going down in the near future or tomorrow. First up, Women's Weekend is happening right now at Ray's up in Cleveland. If you are in the area and you hadn't heard about it or you're missing out right now, come to Ray's tomorrow and hang out with all the women riding. And if you are not going to that, then you could go to this event that's also tomorrow. Wedgwood Ramps having a jam called the Wish You Would Jam. And it's a jam meant to help fundraise to buy some wood and build some new ramps or change up some things at the park. So there's going to be some jams and such throughout the day. And all the proceeds go to ramp repair and construction. $15 to ride in Youngstown, Ohio. Also, next weekend, obviously, Swamp Fest. And Stony in the chat said the Midwest Old School Show in Crown Point is in Indiana. Geez. Also next weekend. So if you're not going to Swamp Fest, you could plan for that. Let me turn on my light here. Give us a little bit more light. Yeah, those are a couple events coming up in the near future, as in right now, tomorrow, and next weekend. And we can talk about more as they get closer. I should talk about the Retro Jam. I posted on my Instagram as well as a YouTube short here on the channel. Quick promo video that I made for Retro Jam at Woodward. That is happening the weekend of March 15th through 17th. It's another adult weekend. This time they're doing it in association with Props BMX. So get excited for that and get signed up. The page, let me just head on over to woodwardpa.com and show you guys how to get to it, because there's a lot of people having a little bit of problems. It's not under events, it's under weekend camps, and it's right here, Retro Jam BMX. March 15th through 17th, a retro-themed gathering of adult BMXers. You can secure your spot, learn about all of the info that you need, and go and hang out with everybody. I'm excited for it. Super excited. So that's some event stuff going on. Speaking of Woodward, we have the next episode of Woodward BMX. This is season 2, episode 4, and it's called BMX Football. I hadn't had a chance to watch this one yet, but they've all been good so far. So I'm excited to get a chance to watch it. And look at that thumbnail. Look at Nyquist doing a huge suicide. Is this Woodward West, though? Oh, wait, they are at Woodward West. What am I thinking? Anyways, it's because we were talking about East. Jeff Mead definitely should. What's up, champion BMX Kurt Rowell? Anyways, watch that if you haven't yet. Let me know your thoughts on Woodward BMX. Let me know if you want to see more of it next year. Then we've got a couple different welcome videos. We've got Sunday welcoming Jared Duncan to the pro team with this quick video. It's like a minute, 15 seconds long. A lot of really good riding in here and a lot of stuff that I didn't expect out of other things. I think the first or second clip is a bank with a rail on the side of it. Let me illustrate for you. He ice picks the rail, then does a 270 out, but lands manual and then 180. Yeah, cool. Anyways, Then we've got Lux BMX welcoming Declan Kilpatrick. This is another video, minute 15 seconds long, so get to know Declan's riding through this one if you hadn't heard of him before. Then we've got Guest List with Maka Perez and Angie Marino. So Guest List, if you haven't heard, is a series that Sunday Odyssey, Full Factory, I'm assuming, are doing, where they're choosing a rider who rides for one of the Full Factory brands, and then that rider is inviting someone and they just film a session at the Full Factory ramp setup. And that ramp setup is so much fun. The last time I was in California, 2 times ago, whatever. First time I was in California, we went and rode it twice because of how much fun it was. So these videos are cool. They do a lot of flowing around, a lot of jumping tricks in here, but also, as you can see, some grinds as well. Then we've got one called New Jersey Dreamin' from Merritt. The last clip in this one is wild. Wild that I don't know who did it because there's a few different people in here. Jack Henneke, I'm assuming is what that's supposed to be. Then Zach Henderson, Justin Sealier, Mark Ramos, and Danny B. The last clip is a wild, like pedal, crank arm, feeble, whatever you call it, grind. And it's a really, really long one down a kinked concrete ledge. Then we've got Albert Mercado in a video called Tiempo for GT. This video is full of creative spot usage. Like, he's doing tricks that people do. Well, maybe not the last trick that is the thumbnail, but he's doing tricks that people do, but in places, in ways that are super creative. It is a very entertaining watch. And the last clip, man, this setup, he is doing a wall ride on this part and then a 360 hand plant over this part to flat on the other side, which is like a 4-foot drop probably. But one, the wall ride before it on a wall that's like not big enough to have both tires on at the same time. 2, 360 hand plant anywhere is crazy, but not to mention that he did it in a place where there was barely enough time to do anything off of this. With the drop, doing a 3 hand plant, you have to spin fast. Really cool. I enjoyed that video. Albert is current top 5 for me, says Jeff Mead. Dang, that's cool. Also, shout out to the fact that we have 30 people watching right now. Thank you for tuning in. Then we've got one from Fit with Cole Volker called Low Cole Sessions. I think Melissa does a lot of the titles for Fit and S&M, and they are always so good. I always, when I'm uploading a video, wish that I could come up with the titling that she does. It's so good. Anyways, this is a bunch of his local spots. There's a couple other people in here as well. And Cole Volker is so well-rounded, from the crazy grind stuff to going big to jumping tricks. He can do it all. And I don't know what skate park this is. Actually, it's listed in here somewhere. It's La something skate park. But look at this park. Do it here. I guess we have to go before the thing comes up. Look at this. I'm assuming 4, 5, or 6 foot double coping spine mini. Then this crazy looking section here with what looks like box jump stuff going on. It's just a wooden skate park that has what looks like everything you could ever want. And when he's riding this skate park in the video, oh wait, we can see what it's called. Escondido Skate Park. So I was wrong. But look at all this stuff. Look at that kinked handrail. Big gaps, ledges everywhere, jumping stuff all over the place. It just looks like a super fun skate park. I would love to ride that one day. And Cole's awesome. Then we've got Ridge Manor Trails Jam posted up on the Profile Racing YouTube channel. I'm assuming this is like a dude's backyard because he said homeowner. B8MK. I did finally see it. We'll pull that up at the end. I'll just pull up their Instagram and then throw it at the end of the list of things to talk about, because I didn't know that that was a thing. I saw it was probably you in the chat talking about it, and I was like, is that real? And I hadn't yet explored it, and then I finally saw it. So anyways, these are some really good trails. And I'm really pumped to say that local dude from Ohio, Vinny DeVera, has the last clip in here doing a double backflip over one of them. But mostly profile riders: Lucas Porzio, Mark Mulville, Ryan Torrance, and Alex Tate, amongst new and old friends. Looks like it was a good day. And the soundtrack was on point. Then we've got a video from Free Agent with Jeremy Malott and Jacob Thiem called Send Over Sin. These two are both incredible. Some of the most consistent, but also highest level of riding for being that consistent riders that I've ever seen. Not just saying that, they are incredible at the top of BMX and so consistent with it. I didn't watch this one yet. I'm going to do a react video to this one because Jacob Thiem is awesome and Nowhere BMX local, and Jeremy Malott, through meeting him and talking to him, doing the podcast, bike checked, interview, everything that we did. Solid dude. So I definitely want to check that out. Then we've got a video from United with Mickey Fleck and Fernando Laxco in a video called Dame. These guys are in, I think it was Paris. No, Japan. Why did I say Paris? Japan. And the spots in this video, incredible. Japan has some amazing spots, and these two go to work being very creative on them as well. Then we get into a couple longer videos from this week. One is called, I don't know if this is meant to be 6 or VI till whenever, but it's a Connecticut scene video. Carl Newton and his buddies are all in their 30s. But still make time to get out and ride together almost every weekend. Riding isn't super groundbreaking, but I honestly enjoyed this one. Great vibes, ton of rad moves throughout the video, and the New England spot porn is just incredible. Posted up by Pat Quinn, so those were his words, but I didn't have a chance to watch it. It's almost 25 minutes, so if you want a longer video, check it out. Then we've got another one, Bush Heavy Boys, the full video. So there's sections from Curly, Scott Ditchburn, Ryan Olson, and we don't know when the original release date was, but it was definitely years ago, and this one is 35 minutes if you want something even longer than the previous video. And that brings us into the interview type things from this week. We've got voicemail number 3 from Eclat with Felix Prangenberg talking about the Pulsar grip. Just talking about why he likes it, the one he's riding, and everything to do with this grip that you can say in 1 minute. Then we've got Things Behind the Things, Spoke and Word, episode 1.5, Matt Copeland, Profile Racing. This is kind of Matt giving a bit of his origin story as well as a bit of the spoken word origin story at the same time. Start talking about his beginnings in BMX as well as kind of the culture and philosophy things that he thinks about and cared about that led to the inception of this series that they are making. It's a really good watch. It's kind of him just talking through the whole thing, but I enjoyed listening to it. Then we've got the next Factory Friday from S&M. This one is going over some new paint colors on the Rambler frame as well as the Mad Dog frame, the Chris Muller frame that is in production soon. The final prototype got posted on Instagram just yesterday or the day before. It's got a disc brake on it with no U-brake option and geometry that Muller enjoys. So watch this one to learn more than me just regurgitating it, and enjoy. You get to learn a lot in here, and they show the head tube, how it gets engraved, and all kinds of good stuff like that. Then I did a video, posted it yesterday with Habo Gutierrez called BMXer Monster Truck Announcer. This is the first episode in a series that I'm starting called Interview Sessions, where it basically takes the session videos that I've enjoyed making forever. It's like one of the things that if I didn't make them, my channel would probably be better off, but I enjoy making them, so I'm going to do it no matter what happens or how many people watch them. But it takes that session video and injects interviews, different questions throughout it to make it more purposeful, to talk about people like Habo, or yesterday I filmed one with my buddy Sponge at Worcester Skate Park when we were riding there. And I'm going to try to film at least one today at Ray's for Women's Weekend. And I realized that, I've wanted to bring up my friends and try to figure out a way to lift people up in BMX. And I'm like, how do I do that with just a YouTube channel and whatever? And this is it. Sponge gave me the idea for interview videos where I like go places and interview people when I'm at their skate park or whatever it might be and make a video out of that. And then I just expanded it to let's just do it everywhere with anyone, whether it's Ray's and someone coming through, him at our local skate park that we've ridden for forever at this point, or, someone at Women's Weekend who's in town for that. It's a way that I feel like if it catches on, and it's already doing really well, that I could try and lift other people up and give other people spotlight through videos that I'm going to make no matter what and already kind of didn't do super great. So yeah, that's that. Another video on my channel. There's a lot of stuff that I did this week with people. This is the More BMX 52 podcast with Terry Adams, which is, I don't like to pick favorites, but this is up there in terms of podcasts. He talks about health. He talks about sponsorship. He talks about everything he does for his sponsors and to stay where he's been at in BMX and keep progressing, and just open book is very, very, I don't know. There's a lot to learn in this podcast. Then I did one with Joe Cupp, one of the co-founders of Section 8 Skate Park in Youngstown, Ohio, a legendary skate park that influenced BMX as a whole, certainly, just if not because of how big some of the ramps were as like a new thing, where having a whole skate park that was gnarly and huge hadn't quite happened like this yet in BMX. And he talks about the warehouse that came before the skate park, bands playing at the park, people coming through, props, contests, all kinds of different things. This was a really fun, insightful history lesson about Section 8 skate park. And I feel like we did a pretty good job going over everything that we possibly could have. Then we've got the Our BMX News podcast, where they have Bobby Canode on this time of Canode Knows, talking about what the hell happened in BMX in January. This one is almost 3 hours long, so check that out if you want a more long-form version of what I do on a weekly basis. Then we got this Fly Magneto Freecoaster. Where was it? I looked through their Instagram after you said this Baitenke. I don't know how you say your name. But it says 2024 will be awesome. And it says Freecoaster on the side of this hub that looks like the Magneto. I mean, it doesn't say that it's a Magneto Freecoaster, but I'm assuming. And someone in here in the comments, I saw it. Where is it at? Someone said, I hope this isn't a bandwagon of the planetary hybrid free coasters in there. I feel like all the ones that are hybrids say it on the hub shell. So we'll see if maybe it's on the other side, if it's a hybrid. I don't know that it's a planetary. I don't know anything. But what I do know is that when I did the podcast with Tal of Free Night BMX, he said that he had and he played it, or he spun it on the podcast. There was a hub that he was calling, I forget what he was calling it, but it was Celestial or something like that. That was a ratcheting plate style hub that was also a planetary free coaster. So I don't know. It could be. I thought somebody posted in here saying Magneto and that Fly reacted to it. No, looks more akin to a hybrid shell, hybrid system, and then Fly's going, So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what this is as time goes. I may have to figure out if I got to buy one or whatever I got to do to get my hands on one of these and test it out. So Grant at Fly, I think it's Grant. Maybe it's not Grant. I can't remember. Whoever you are at Fly, hit me up. I'll do videos about it. I want to see what it is. But with that being said, that's everything that I have to talk about in the news this week. Shout out to the 33 of you guys that are in here right now. I appreciate all of you. Oh, the newer post, Vero Hernandez has it. Sorry. Newer post. Is this it? I don't think that's him. Mr. Moo is not that's not Vero. Who is it? Where are you at? This? What do we got? Let's listen. Oh, he's doing Flatland. Okay. Not yet, Brant. Just talk to us. How do you know he has it in here? It doesn't do anything fakey. I mean, you can see that there was kind of a little bit of gap there maybe when he landed on the pedal, how it goes down. And if it goes down like that and that far, I would lean more towards the hybrid side for it. But there's not a lot to go on there. So, yeah. Did you check out Odyssey Clutch V2 Pro? No, I have. I've seen it. I've seen videos of it. I've seen people talk about it. It makes sense. I think it's just the next iteration in the clutch. There's another post below it. Which one? Got all this stuff here. Ah, he just fakied without a coaster or with clicking. No, he's got Odyssey coaster. You can see it. Which one? That's cassette. Trying to do some research here. I'm almost certain he has an Odyssey coaster. It's loud. Whoa. There's no fakey there. I got nothing. Which post is it? Is it this guy? Ah. Okay. I mean, it's still, the problem is, like this, is his feet aren't on the pegs. Man, you should make a Discord. I have a Discord. It's linked in the description. I think I'm on it. But the thing about this is, with Flatland, you can't quite see, like, the entirety of it, because it's not like he's going at something, pedaling, disengaging, and then faking. He's just doing a crazy Flatland move. Trying to hear the cassette. I don't know, man. Inquiring minds want to know. What do you want to know, Pete? Trying to find out what's up with this Freecoaster. Yeah. I got nothing. All of these kind of don't really show the backpedaling aspect of it. Him. What if I go to his Instagram? All right, we're going to do some research here. Oops. Okay. Check Discord server. I can't check it right now. If you tag me on Instagram, if you have the post up, just do @me and I'll get it in my notifications. Let's see. All right, that's not helping. Also not helping. No cassette sound there. You just disengaged it. I didn't see it. Get back to your pedals. Yeah, hurry. We need to see it. I don't know. I don't know that answers the question. I added. Okay. He says he added. There it is. Oh, okay. So there's a picture. Oh, video from Ryan. So prototypes from the not. Oh, look, it's got a spaceship. I'm calling it planetary. I don't know if it's right or not, but there's a spaceship in the description, right? There. Spaceship emoji. What do we got here? There's a picture of it. Magneto. Of course, strategically taken so that you can't see. I mean, it doesn't help us though, because his riding, he's already got the back wheel off the ground. Okay, wait, it's facing forward. Wheels spinning forward. Wheels almost stopped. Moving forward, and he doesn't pedal. He knows that he can't do that. They know they can't show that because it makes it obvious what's what. All right, time will tell. We'll find out. The mystery of the Fly Magneto Freecoaster is still a mystery. There's 34 people in here. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for tuning in. Links to everything I talked about today will be in the description down below, and we'll see you tomorrow for another video. Have a good one, everybody.